Okay.
Right.
Now,
Taking a drink.
okay, it's okay. Now, my first question I wanted to ask you is, what's the relationship between the Army and recession? Do you think it's affecting current people who are in service right now?
I think it definitely affects the individuals that are in service, more so the individuals that are getting out of service, because they're leaving an environment where they have a security blanket, they have free dental, they have free medical, they have a guaranteed paycheck, they have a guaranteed place to live, they're living on bases or even in the government housing off bases, but you have that PX and that commissary and the gas stations there on base, which are always slightly lower than the rest of the economy. Essentially, a military base is a whole different city all by itself. When you leave the military and you come out into the civilian world, it's a whole new ballgame. You know, now you're affected by everything else. You don't have that guaranteed paycheck. You have to find a job with benefits to have that medical and dental if you didn't have it still from the military. So, one, it affects them in that way. Two, I think with the current state of the world right now, the changes that are happening all across the world. You have the stuff going on in Libya, Gaddafi being taken out of power, bin Laden being killed, Afghanistan, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, the stuff that went on in Egypt, the stuff that's going on in Libya. All of that, the Middle East is changing the whole structure of the world. You know, the European theater and their state of their economy, Greece being as bankrupt as it is, the limited number of exports and imports, and all of that has cause and effect. You know, and I think that definitely affects the U.S. military, it definitely affects the veterans, and in turn that affects the rest of the economy. So, yeah.
Thank you. My next question is, as I asked someone before about the benefits between a four-star general and a regular foot soldier, it's true that the four-star general have way better more benefits than the average soldier, correct?
Well,
depending on the experience of years and great amount of time in the military, that that can also help set you up right when if you want to go home of such.
As far as benefits go, your benefits are the same on standardized benefits. The four-star general, definitely with the years of experience he has in the Army, the number of years of active service, or if he's reservist, National Guard, regardless of, he's going to have a higher pay. He's more knowledge, more experienced, better attuned to what's going on. But somebody of that higher rank, you're going to be sitting up with Joint Chief of Staffs, you're going to be sitting up with the President, you're going to be sitting up in the White House, meeting with Congress, meeting with the State Department, the Secretary of Defense, so on and so forth. So, higher rank, a lot more bureaucracy, but you become a political figure now, as opposed to the actual foot soldier who is still that individual starting out. You're the individual that is still going through training, still getting the experience, still getting the knowledge. So anywhere from E1 through E6, so a private to a staff sergeant, you're still in those training years. Once you're going past staff sergeant, now you're starting to hit the lower end of that bureaucracy and the lower end of that political career, where your days as the actual combat soldier, depending on your MOS, are slowly dwindling down, where now you're more of the office and the management and the administration, and you're the one delegating down for somebody else to do that.
Okay. Do you think, what do you think should be a solution that can, stop, that can, cease many war veterans from being homeless, or it's just basically just coming home with better things, rather than just living out the car and coming home to anything? Do you think of that? Do you think there should be more organizations to cease that, or deal with it, or you think it more as a government problem to handle that?
I think it's both. In our society, we're very quick to lend a helping hand, but with the current state of the economy, it makes it really hard to lend a helping hand.
Correct.
Right now, is there any good solution?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Because with the state of the economy, are there solutions we could do? Sure. Look around at Charleston. We have empty houses all over the place.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Why not allow them to stay there? You maintain the house and you can live there until you're back up on your feet. And that's the same way across the whole nation. There's lack of funding, lack of initiative, lack of drive. We're a very individualistic society.
Right.
We're taught to be an individual before work as a team.
Right.
I definitely think the government should step up, but then so should the person to the left of you and the person to the right of you, because it comes to that question of, if you knew about it, why didn't you do anything about it? And if you did, was it enough? You know, and so.
That's true. Thanks a lot, man. That's all I need.
Anytime.
Appreciate it.
If you need anything, give me a call.
Thanks you. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it a lot.
Anytime. It's your turn. Let's go. You're 15.
No, I'm not. I'm the. You gotta push recording in to stop it, right?
Yeah. You